the first round. Okay, nice. 30 minutes, that's it to get through the first round, and we're putting the in now for that first place.
Okay, welcome to the American Adventure for the 1991 British Championships. Here we've got some of the fastest guys in England and Europe and probably in the world. First of all, Winnie. Winnie, look at the track. What's it like?
Beautiful. Best track ever, mate.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
It's good.
Really
Bob,
good.
your view?
Second jump's a bit dangerous, but if you take it nice, you can win easily. Step up. A bit dangerous again.
That's right, looking over here, we've got Robert Indley, one of the hottest 18Xers probably in the world.
Where's faster?
You're more of a power rider. What do you think of this track? I know it's not your kind of track, but...
Up to the first jump, I could be doing well, but back up and going over after that.
Neil, your view?
We'll try and stay on, it's alright, I like it.
And over here we have past world champ Chris Hyde. Chris, you didn't do too well at the Worlds, what happened? That's BMX for you.
It's Veltman.
Anyway,
And here's Veltman.
and here's
Simon Yates.
Simon Yates for GT. What do you think of the track? It's good.
We don't do anything with Danny or nothing.
Anyway, I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else to say. So,
Your views, Dale.
my views, I
You
think,
designed it, you did it
track.
from 9 till 6 or 3
I think it's a
weeks.
fair track. I think there's plenty of passing room, good straights, so it's for the power riders and for the jumpers.
This guy didn't just ride BMX, he lived it. From muddy fields in England to world titles across the globe. He was a powerhouse on pedals and at the gate. He's a British BMX legend, a world champ and a rider who turned pro at just 16 and never looked back. This is Bike Filth and this is our bio of Dale Holmes. Let's rewind to the early 80s. Britain's in the middle of a BMX explosion. Kids everywhere are trading footballs for bikes and building DIY tracks in parks and quarries. Enter Dale Holmes. Born in 1971 in Derbyshire, this dude was hooked on BMX from the jump. By the age of 10, he was racing the pros of the British BMX scene. Names like Tim March, Andy Ruffle and Craig Schofield. And he held his own. Actually, he crushed. By the time he was a teenager, Dale was already stacking national titles, but it didn't stop at the UK. In 1988, at just 16 years old, Dale Holmes turned pro. That's right, while you were learning how to drive, he was out there dusting grown men at the gate. And he went international fast. Europe, the States, the World Cup circuit, Dale was everywhere. And in 1996, boom, elite men's world champion, the first Brit to ever do it. He had power, he had consistency, and he had an almost robotic ability to perform under pressure. Holmes wasn't flashy, he was lethal. Dale's career wasn't about viral moments or crazy crashes, it was about pure, unfiltered dominance. Across his career, he racked up 7 British national titles, 2 world titles, multiple European crowns, and more podium finishes than most riders have gate starts. And he didn't just race, he led. Team GB looked up to this guy. He mentored up-and-coming riders and showed everyone what longevity in BMX really looked like. When most pros call it quits, they disappear. Not Dale. He kept going. He raced mountain bikes. He started DHR, Dale Holmes Racing. He coached. He got kids off screens and onto bikes. He became an ambassador for the sport and helped build a generation of British shredders. And he didn't do it for the fame. He did it because he loved bikes, period. Dale Holmes is one of the hardest working, most successful BMX racers Britain's ever produced. He brought discipline, speed and raw passion to the game. From a small Derbyshire town to the top of the podiums worldwide, Dale didn't just ride, he made BMX his life. So if you ever find yourself at the gate, heart pounding, ready to launch, think of Dale. Because he's proof that grit, consistency and straight up love for the ride can take you all the way to the top. And that was the story of Dale Holmes, the British bulldog. If you've got any memories of Dale, stick them in the comments below, we'd love to hear about them. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more bike related stuff. And thank you for watching Bike Filth.